Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to talk to you about my new thing. I know, Terry, you're always doing something new, but let me tell you, this one is awesome. I am doing the FlyLady system, and that is just a whole different way of organizing, cleaning, and the mindset for keeping your house clean. So what is the FlyLady? The FlyLady is Marla Silly. She wrote a book called Sink Reflections years ago. It's been around forever, and it just basically sets up daily routines, daily tasks, and then zone cleaning, but in small steps, so it's not so overwhelming for those of us who've never really been naturally organized. FlyLady really isn't about cleaning, although that's the goal, is to get my house clean because my house is a hot mess. It's not about cleaning. It's about getting your life together, getting your life organized, putting yourself on a plan. And I have to tell you, I'm almost 50. For the first time in my life, I'm adulting. And that's craziness because, I mean, for reals, we should have been doing this when I was 20. So who is the FlyLady for? So who is the FlyLady for? Well, basically anybody that's unhappy with the current state of their house. So if you've ever walked into your home and thought, I don't even know where to start, this plan is for you because it takes baby steps to get there. A little bit every day will cut the clutter. That is what she has done. Every single day, she sets out specific tasks so that you're not overwhelmed, and it's not your whole job. You still have time to work and love on your family and do all the things that you want and desire. So if you're overwhelmed by cleaning, you're overwhelmed by clutter, your house is a wreck, then the FlyLady system was made for you. Number one, the first day, you're gonna shine your sink. So she says if you don't have a dishwasher, just take the dishes out of the sink, and then we're gonna deal with those another day, but we're gonna get this sink really clean. And so it's not just like wiping the sink down. Your first day, you are gonna deep clean that kitchen sink. But the good news is you don't have to do this again. Once you do it once, then every day you just maintain it, and it's not a big deal. But this first step is crucial. She wrote her book. She named her book after it, Sink Reflections. The first step that you can do right now is take a little bit of time and go shine your sink. Why is this the first step? Because tomorrow when you get up and you see that sink and it's beautiful, you're gonna feel better about what you did, and you'll go the next step. You'll want to do more. So each day builds. She also has you get up and get dressed, and not just get dressed, but all the way to lace up shoes. She says that if you put on lace up shoes, that just tricks your mind into thinking, I've got to get things done. There's something in your mind that when you put on those shoes, you go into workout mode or work mode or something like that. A month of doing FlyLady, if I have my shoes on, I get a ton more done. So I am now a believer, but if you're not a shoes person, I'm not gonna come and judge you. Do you? So you do want to stop by the FlyLady.net and take a look at her system, but I'll be honest, it's a little bit chaotic. Like, there is so much information and so much everywhere that that was too much for me. So what I did is I downloaded the free app. There are two apps. One is a paid app and one is the free app. I got the free version of it. I think it's called FlyLady Plus, and it has the daily routines set out. It has the mission, it has the zones, it has all the information that we're going to cover in one place. And guys, let me tell you, there is not a lot to it. It is like checkbox and then you're done and you're like, yay, I finished. So every morning when you get up, you're going to start with these routines, and the routines take about 21 days to become a routine, but really 27 days to become a daily routine. Why she has 31 baby steps is to try and get your brain just automatically doing these tasks so that you're not even thinking about it. Some of the routines are super simple and you're already doing them. So for example, brushing your teeth, getting dressed. These are things everybody does. Taking vitamins, drinking water, eating lunch, eating breakfast. I don't have to put that in my list of things to do because I'm doing them already. So in my morning routine, I'll get up and get dressed to shoes. Then I will make my bed, swish and swipe my main bathroom. Then I move into the kitchen. While I'm making my coffee, I empty my dishwasher, start my breakfast, and I will start a load of laundry. And pretty much that's my whole morning routine, and that is done for me in like 30 minutes. For the next part of the day, I can focus on the other things that I need to get done. The FlyLady system is really just a plan of lists and suggestions that you customize. Then she has the daily focus. The weekly home blessing is 1 hour of the entire week to really hit those traffic zones, because those are the areas that we're walking through a lot, that we're eating in, touching, and fixing food and things like that. So there's a lot of dust and dirt that just accumulates. 10 minutes, you're gonna do each task. We're gonna dust, we're gonna vacuum, we're gonna sweep, we're gonna mop, we're gonna change the sheets. And usually for Mondays, I'll take the dirty sheets straight to the laundry. That will be my 1 load of laundry for the day. I only do 1 load of laundry every single day, and that keeps it under control. Then we're gonna make sure we've swished and swiped. Then I'm going to sweep and mop and vacuum and dust. And while I'm dusting, I have an extra cloth to wipe any fingerprints off of my appliances or off of the main doors and windows that really are noticeable. This is not the time to wash all the windows in the house. It is not the time to move furniture and vacuum. It is just to hit those high traffic zones. You have 10 minutes to do it, and when 10-minute timer goes off, you stop, you move on, because you're gonna get that later. You don't have to hit it all at once. It's getting you in the habit of clearing out the worst so that it never builds up to chaos. After you've done the weekly home blessing for Monday, you are done. Then you just have your evening routine to kind of wrap up the day, and you're done. So you've still got hours and hours and hours to work, to homeschool, to do whatever it is that you are doing, because the focus of FlyLady is to live a better life. On Tuesdays, it is plan and play day, or some people say plan and pay day. So on Tuesdays, really, you're gonna sit down, and this day is 15 minutes. You're gonna pay your bills, make your meal plan for the week, and the grocery list that you're gonna need for that. Plans for the weekend, purchase tickets. As things come up through the week that I need to do, I just put it in my planner, and on Tuesdays, I sit down and I do all of it, and it usually doesn't even take a full 15 minutes because I recycle recipes. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I just have to plan it out. On Wednesday, it's anti-procrastination day. Today is Wednesday. So that's doing 1 task that you've been putting off, and it takes about 15 minutes. My task that I did today is to put up a shower caddy in my kids' bathroom. It didn't take long, it's up, it's fixed, and that is my plan for the day. On Thursday is errand day. Errand day takes me pretty much the whole day. Errand day is the day that you're out and about around town doing all the things, grocery shopping, running to the library, dropping off things at the post office or UPS. And then on Friday, it's car and purse day, is just cleaning out that car, because if you're like me, there are usually, bags and things that I forgot to do that are still in my car. I try to go ahead and get it organized so that we're ready to go. It's also a good time to gas up, to wash your car if you can, to clean out your purse of any receipts and things like that that you don't need to keep, or to file those. It doesn't take but about 15 minutes. On Saturday is family fun day, so I usually just hit my morning routine. I don't do it 100%. I don't clean the bathrooms, things like that. But I do try to make my bed. I try to unload the dishwasher, try to do the things that are just going to keep the house maintained while we're out and about. And then Sunday is a rejuvenation day. For me, that's going to church, spending time with family, things like that. Just recharge your batteries, whatever it takes to kind of get you ready so that you go into the week in a positive place instead of dreading Monday. And that is her whole daily focus. It only takes usually about 15 minutes a day. The only exception is on Monday with the home blessing. That takes about an hour, or you can chop it up and it'll be an extra 10 or 15 minutes every day instead of the full hour. The last thing that we do is zone cleaning. Now, I'll be honest, when I first started this, I couldn't clean anything because you can't clean clutter, and I had clutter everywhere. I would spend 15 minutes a day in whatever zone we were in decluttering, and she has the zones laid out according to the calendar. So the first week, you're gonna be in zone 1. Zone 1 is like your entry, any place that you're coming in and out of the house of, that is your zone 1, and then the dining area. And in that zone, you're gonna do things like knock the cobwebs off the walls, sweep the front porch, polish the furniture in those areas. You're gonna spend 15 minutes every day that week working in those zones. And whatever I don't get done in 15 minutes, I'll start on tomorrow. So there's a little list of the tasks, and you just do what you can in the 15 minutes, and then you move on. In zone 2, on the second week of the month, you're gonna be cleaning the kitchen, and the kitchen is is the heart of the home, so that takes a lot more loving to keep a kitchen organized. The third week of the month, you're gonna clean the bathrooms, the spare bathrooms and spare bedrooms of your house. And if you have an office, your office space. On the fourth week of the month, you're gonna spend that in the master suite. That's your closet, your bathroom, and your bedroom area, doing all the same tasks, organizing drawers. So the fifth week is your living room, and we hit that every week a little bit in our home blessing. So the living room area shouldn't take as long. We got to get the cobwebs, we got to deep clean, like take the cushions out and clean the couch, move furniture to vacuum. This is our week to do that, and then it rolls into week 1 again. So every month we're hitting all the zones, and every month the zones are getting deep cleaned. And if you didn't finish a task in January, then in February that's the first task you're going to start on for that zone. So it really does add up. So what are you waiting for? Why are you not getting everything done? It's not because you're lazy. I always feel like you start a new plan on Monday. That's ridiculous. You start a new plan at the first of the month. That's ridiculous. Today is the day to get started. And the thing that you can do to get started is to step up right now. Let's go into the kitchen and let's get your sink shiny and pretty so that you can start the FlyLady system. You guys have a blessed day. I love you. Bye.